Hey boys, OldManCopper here. So have you ever been driving somewhere, going somewhere, and you heard a song that brought you right back to when you were a young man? Well, yep, that happened to me. I was leaving the gym and driving over to the park where I'm at right now to do one of my weekly walks, and Journey's "Only the Young" came on, and that song was very popular when I was in high school, and I hadn't heard it in years. And oh my God, it just brought me right back to this time when I was young, and this time of these feelings of that anything is possible, and running around and just thinking, man, I'm a young man, I'm pain free, my whole world's in front of me. And I know I said to you guys a few videos ago that I was a mess. Yeah, sure, I was a mess, but I also had some very good qualities and some things that I was moving forward within my life that were excellent. But the one thing I did have, uh, outside of being a mess, was this constant drive to want to be better, and this constant drive to be this man that I wanted to be, and I didn't even know what that man was yet, to be honest with you. And so I'm sitting there thinking about it. I got this big smile on my face, and then you get put right back to reality, and that's not a bad thing. But this reality of, I'm a 56-year-old man, and I've got not a ton of, I've got a lot of my life ahead of me, but less in front than I do behind. And I started thinking to myself, well, I had all those dreams and that motivation then, and sure, I'm motivated now, but should I dream anymore? Should I really put myself out there anymore? And I stopped and thought, brother, as I'm talking to myself, call myself brother, um, that you're doing that now. That saying, and I'm gonna murder it here, is that whole saying of, you know, a man puts away childish things. And that kind of started going through my mind. And then I started saying also to myself, well, what's childish about trying to live your dream? What's childish about taking chances? And spending time in my career, I was hyper focused on that, and I was a very motivated and very dedicated person. I mean, I worked again at the fire department. I worked in our training division. I worked at the fire academy. I worked as a CPAT proctor. Um, I did everything that I did, even on my jobs outside of work, was fire related. Even with fitness, was fire related, as was functional fitness for firefighting. And I had dreams there. And then when my career ended, I was saying to myself, well, maybe it's just time to coast, and which is not a bad thing. It's time to enjoy this life that I've created for myself. It's time to just sit back and have that pina colada on the beach. And I could literally do that, drive down to Clearwater Beach and have myself a pina colada. And actually, I did that. And it was somewhat cathartic and symbolic. Okay, it was like I made it. But after a certain amount of time of living the hedonistic lifestyle of nothing to do, I said, well, what's the dream I have now? And you guys are seeing it. I mean, the two things that are sitting in my nook right now is, of course, OldManCopper's wax goods, and this YouTube channel, OldManCopper, the old man wisdom. And what a absolute blessing it is when you hit this point in time in your life to be able to shift gears and do something else. So I would talk to you men that are nearing retirement, in retirement, and have been there for a little bit, that it's never, ever going to be too late to move forward. It's never, find your dream. What's that dream going to be for you? If you would have told me that I'd be speaking on YouTube and making beard and mustache wax, I would have told you you're full of crap. But here I am, and man, this is so much fun. I've met so many great people and been involved with so many things. So boys, find that song. reach back into that time, find something. Actually, you know, I think maybe it was even better that it was organic. It was probably better that I'm just driving from the gym to here to walk, that that song came on and I had an opportunity just organically to to celebrate a time in my life. And God, good Lord, I just loved that song when I was a kid, and I hadn't heard it in 30 years, maybe even more. And here I am, and I am living my young man dreams as an old man. Everyone can do this. It doesn't take much. I've talked to you about this before. One thing at a time. Find a dream. Find something that just is turning your crank, and do a little bit every day towards it. You can make it. So this is a short one, again, unscheduled. But fellas, find your dream. Attack your dream. And find the fulfillment in retirement or before it. I mean, you can be a middle-aged, or you can be a young man and do this while you're even in your job, or create the passion and the passion and the dream within your job. And I've lived it. So uh, anyhow, boys, I couldn't help but want to talk to you about that. I love y'all, and I just want to say thank you. Some of the comments that come into my channel are absolutely wonderful, and they feel so good. Thank you. So I'm going to reach over. I'm going to shut the camera off and see you guys soon. So thank you very much. Thanks for listening. See ya.